Okay, let's take this 1983/84 Land Rover 110 County Station Wagon 2.25 petrol for a spin. All light ignition light come up properly. Starts nicely in the end, as it's so warm here today. Into reverse and off we go. And so this one's showing 121,000 miles, and I think it's only had one owner since 1986, if I remember rightly. I'll look at the history later on, or the paperwork we've got for it. Right, what can we tell you about this? A little bit of fuel vaporisation, I think, because it's so hot. I'll settle down a minute, I think. No signs of overheating for the motor. It's sitting just below the halfway point now. And off we go. As I say, it doesn't normally hesitate. I think it's just got a bit of fuel vaporisation being being as hot as it is today. Seems to be fine now. Nice tight gearbox on it there, although I did notice a bit of a graunch going into third. I'll try again in a minute, may just be I did it too quickly. But the gearbox is really tight and not sloppy at all on this one. Nice clutch. I think the only two criticisms I can really make, I think there's a very slight blow from the middle exhaust section. But it's very slight. And the tailgate with the spare wheel on is rattling a little bit. But she steers nicely, I'm not having to fight it all over the road. All the instruments are working, speedo, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, voltmeter and the clock. Heater blower motor works. Into fifth. A little bit of backlash in the transmission. If you let your foot off sharply, you do get a very slight clunk. I think it's being an early LT77 gearbox with 120,000 miles in it. I think it's probably just the tail shaft and the gearbox, but I think that's what you can expect on one of these at this sort of mileage. But it trundles down the road quite happily. Third. Change was fine then. I think I just did it far too quickly earlier on. Being a 2286 petrol, you're never going to win the drag races with it, but I like this engine actually. It's pretty much bomb-proof. The low fuel warning light flickering a little bit. There's no nasty clumps from the suspension or anything. There you have it. I think there's not much more I can say about it. Just it's a nice 29/30-year-old 110. Very rare these days. Certainly in the UK, most of them have gone abroad. It's very rare to find one still in its original paint with its two-piece doors. That's about it, I think. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495. Or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. End.